Hey, welcome back to We Got Gravy. So today we're doing our smoked ribs. We are using our buddy here. This is Uncle Clarence's barbecue. Blueberry barbecue sauce by Uncle Clarence. Now this is what we're going to use exclusively today on the St. Louis style ribs and just the righteous rub. Now today we're smoking on a Pit Boss KC combo. We have it set at 180. We're going to use the 3-2-1 method. So we're going to get these seasoned up. I'm going to pull the membrane off the back, which I'll show you here in a second. We're just going to use this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go 3 hours on at 180. Then we're going to pull them off. We're going to wrap them in tin foil, some barbecue, or some brown sugar, some butter, some seasoning. Then we're going to go for another 2 hours, pull them off, open it up, and that's where we're going to put our barbecue sauce on for that last hour. And then we're going to be at 225 on that one. So I'll show you that as we're going along. That way it doesn't feel like we're loading you up with too much information. So let's get this slab all prepped up. Okay, so now we got our slab here. I'm going to show you how we're going to get this thing prepped up. We're just going to pull this membrane off. Now, I did take a quick gander. I pulled some of this fat off. This has got some really good fat. I definitely want to leave that. The best thing you can do is just get yourself a paper towel because it's a little slimy and you can see that's our membrane. We're just going to take this, put your finger underneath and hold the ribs down and just pull that membrane up. If it tears like that, no problem. You're just going to set that stuff aside and grab it with the paper towel again. And just once you get that going, just kind of pull that off. Like I said, it might tear. Not a big deal. Just keep going. Okay, so now the question is mustard binder, non-mustard binder. Now for me, when I have this really nice fat, like this stuff is almost like starting to melt in my fingertips, which is great. And the other side, these ribs are pretty fresh. And after I kind of get them pat dry, still I'm kind of not slimy, but moist and sticky. These don't need a mustard like binder. You only want to do that if your ribs have been sitting out or they're kind of feel like that dry age. This has got a really good feel. So we're going to go just straight on with this righteous rub. Let me get my hands clean. We'll get this thing seasoned up. Okay, so we're going to go heavy with this righteous rub from Uncle Clarence. We're going to get this thing all seasoned up. Now, this is also an area you don't overthink it. Just get a nice heavy sprinkle on there. These are going to cook for a while, especially on the fat side, right? As this fat renders, that flavor and that seasoning is also going to drop off. So we want to go nice and heavy on this back side. After we get there, just give it a nice little pat, get that all pushed into that fat. Again, these are going to go for a while. I'm going to prep up the other ribs the same way. Same thing on this side, nice and heavy. These are some good looking ribs. I love that fat marbling. All right, now that rack's ready. We'll get these other two prepped up and we're going to get them on that grill. All right, got these ribs all seasoned up. Let's get them on the grill. Okay, so here we are. We got the Pit Boss KC combo. We got this thing at about 180, 185 degrees. Now it is 19 degrees out, so your temperature will fluctuate. So you're probably going to check on this about every 20 to 30 minutes. You may have to adjust that to compensate. Today we're going with the Pit Boss Competition pellets. This has got some hickory, cherry, maple, and oak. That's going to be great. We already have a phenomenal scent coming from this. We're going to get these ribs on. Now we're going to go long ways with these. Like I said, about 3 hours. Then we're going to pull them off and wrap them. So let's get these things loaded on. Oh, I wish you could smell just those pellets right now. You can see some of that gorgeous smoke coming out. Now we're going to go meat side up, okay? So that's the way we're going with these first 3 hour run. We'll get these things all lined up in there, all three. Again, like I said, we're going to check this about every 30 minutes just to make sure our temps hold. We'll see in a little bit. All right, we've been on the smoker now for about 3 hours. We're going to pull these ribs off, get them in, and get them wrapped. We're going to get the smoker up to about 225. All right, so we just pulled the ribs off. Now I'm going to get them wrapped. They're going to go 2 hours wrapped. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab this rack of the St. Louis spare ribs first. Here we go. Or actually, these are the St. Louis style. So now we're going to go meat side down. Now, in order to do that, before we do that, we're going to get a nice little bed of the brown sugar, right? We're just going to go right in the middle. Going to get this brown sugar. We're going to get this wrapped up. This is going to make a nice shield and get these things really moist, right? We got them full of smoke now. Now it's time to moisten them up. So we're going to go down with the brown sugar. We're going to go down with 4 tablespoons of butter right on top of that brown sugar. And we're going to get that rack. We're going to go meat side down on this one, okay? Right on top of that. Just like that. And now I have in my sprayer here, these are called spritz. We have apple cider vinegar and I'm using Mountain Lightning. You can actually use Mountain Dew if you'd like. You can use any type of sugary soda. I think it comes out great. It helps that moisture. So we're going to use the Mountain Lightning on this. Shout out to Walmart. Now we're just going to get that spritzed up. Get that apple cider vinegar in there. Yeah, get that nice and gorgeous. All right, now we got that folded down. As you can see, that's going to go back on the smoker. We're going to go down. We're going to do this for 2 hours. All right, got these ribs wrapped. Let's get them on the smoker. We're up to about 225. All right, see you in a bit. We are just now opening these after 5 hours. Now these are 100% seasoned with Uncle Clarence's righteous rib rub. So, oh my gosh, they smell so good. I wanted you to see these. Look at this flip. Look at these ribs. Are you kidding me? This is Uncle Clarence's righteous rib rub. That is the only thing that are on these. My Jesus, they smell delicious. I mean, gosh, can we just appreciate these real quick? Look at that. Oh my God. That Uncle Clarence rib rub is not playing around. Lord, that's dang near competition level. I ain't even playing with you. All right, let's get some of this glorious barbecue sauce on here because we are going to get these back on for an hour at about 180, 200, just depends. And then, yeah, I'm going to sample these bad boys. Oh, man. I wish the technology was there so that you could smell this through your phone or your computer. Because, oh, my gosh. Now, these are nothing special. These aren't extremely expensive ribs. These are Prairie Farms from Walmart that we paid $10 for one slab, and the other ones I think were 10 or like 11 and change, and then the spare ribs 12, right? So these are going to be god tier ribs, and yeah, just getting them seasoned right, trimmed right, cooked right, and then knowing when to put your barbecue sauce on, and you have some glorious ribs. Okay. All right, so we're back. The ribs are off. Now, this was the 3-2-1 method, 3 hours at 180 unwrapped. Then we did 2 hours at about 225. Then we pulled off. We got them sauced up in that Uncle Clarence barbecue sauce. This is the original blueberry. We just did the last hour here. As you can see, they are done. They are sauced up. They are ready for a taste. Little knife test, huh? I'll just go right through this thing. There it is. You can see that glorious smoke. That barbecue sauce. All right, only thing left to do is give it a taste. Now, I do want to address this. Everyone talks about fall off the bone. Is it overcooked if it falls off the bone? Is it not? I am here to tell you, if your rib falls off the bone, it is overcooked. Okay? Eat them the way you like, but technically, it is overcooked. You should be able to do this. Tender. Incredible, all over your face, delicious. Your ribs should stay on your bone. However, eat them the way you like. I've had plenty where the bone slides right out and it was still delicious, but it is technically overcooked. Shout out to Pit Boss. What an incredible smoker that KC combo is. Man, I love that thing. Great pellets. Shout out to Uncle Clarence Barbecue. What an incredible rub and sauce. Thanks for watching.